Nobody likes a creepy knob.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Yes, let's focus on finding Rollo. Hello? Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with grey hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay.
Roxy,
I promise.
Drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a
Luca
plan?
wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do I have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Oh. Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows these woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank. He didn't get lost. Someone took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless, Luca, is there something else I need to know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Substantial hand. Dang it, boy. If there's something you know. Music. It's intensifying. Something that could help your friend. You need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a lurking behind those eyes. What have I got? Shame. I can't pick anything else. We've got to go with shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine
Mr.
warehouse.
Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
A very substantial eyebrow. Both of you. You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster. What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. It wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. Da da da! I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nancrede's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that. Oh no! Oh no, Mr. Nancrede! He's in on it! Oh my god!
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Uh-oh. Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but
Do it! It's coming for you!
Nancrede's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
No! But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? Mr. Nancrede, look at his eyes! He's got evil eyes! He's got... So, he's got some connection. Our mum, our dad's missing. And now he's going for Luca. Mr. Nancrede! We were all so close. So close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nancrede manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
Let's put us in the phone booth. What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Maybe it's not a phone booth. Shit. What's going on?
Pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet.
It's not a phone booth.
The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule, plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nancrede over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
No!
Wait.
Stop
No.
with the end.
This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Oh yes, okay, we need to change some of this stuff. The only one we can use really here is we haven't got a tick next to this one. We'll stick strange in there. Time to bust out the strange because Tickle ended up giving Beck grey hair. So let's do strange.
Well,
So we're going to bust out the
time to
strange
bust
this
out
time.
the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. This is Beck being strange. She's just staring. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
Which? Like that. It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Oh, hello. Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs. A-dub?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Oh. Ah! Incoming. Oh, he's
Iggy's
gone into the
clothes
goo.
were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Uh-oh. You jerk. My clothes are ruined. I'm
Iggy's
gonna...
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Are we gonna kill Iggy? Is this stuff gonna kill him? Struggle. Ooh. Nice. New charm. I don't feel so good. My God, you don't look so good, buddy. Elf! I'm sorry. I just... Oh, shit. Yep. Uh-oh. We sent Iggy to an early grave. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Present the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rolo. You took the words out of my mouth. Oh, hyena dude's here. Whoa there, little buddies. Don't trust this person. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We're just helping look for Rolo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news. Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's really funny. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorientating, you know. Now, I don't believe him because earlier Luca told somebody, I can't remember who, that Rolo knows the woods like the back of his hand. Started to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get yourselves lost. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. Trouble now, Luca. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. Beck, don't go with him. Beck, don't do it. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Jack glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. Trust him. He's gonna eat you, Beck.
Rolo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me.
She so
if he
is.
hurried, he might just make it home before sundown.
So, chapter
Our
4.
harvest awaits.
Ooh, a harvest awaits.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for
Gran's
Gran's
going to be
wrath.
cross because Gran told him not to leave the house, and Luca did. Here he is. Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Well, she might not be there. Maybe Gran's gone missing now. Mamma mia. This family is cursed, I tell you. Cursed. It's going to go on this chair because I like the mechanic. Nothing more, nothing less. On we go. Ah. Luca's chilling. He's thinking back about the day, replaying the events. And now he's done that, he's going to get off. And here we go. This bit I adore. I just love that. That's my favourite bit of the whole game.
Luca was alone.
Luca is home alone.
The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. Well, she could be downstairs in the garden. We've not checked the garden, Luca. Let's not be presumptuous. I guess that's a good thing. In a way, it is a good thing because she doesn't know you've ever been out. Maybe. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Spoken like a true 12-year-old.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He
Did
could
not
feel
sting
its wings
him.
struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice.
Oh dear.
But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
This game is about choices. I wonder if it's trying to tell me something.
Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands.
Oh no! Dad is going to get frozen.
That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize.
Oh no.
You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug.
Pull, Luca, pull!
The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crumbled around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Wow, that's not a fun dream. I think I'd have liked something more than just blackness.
Lucas'
As we were
eyes
having that
struggled
read to
focus
us.
on the walkie-talkie.
Oh, it's going again, the old walkie-talkie. Who is on the other side? Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now.
But, so Rollo's not home? The hyena lied?
But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? A man in the hazmat suit. It was. Took me to some sort of. I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in. For now. I don't know why I'm covering my mouth. I'm not. It's not doing anything. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. See? I told you. I told you in a previous video that you shouldn't trust the hyena. Don't trust the hyena. I told you that. Kerr, no. Trust. I don't trust him. He's a child-eating hyena. That too many letters? Hold on. Someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo? Where are you? Underground.
Luca held still, waiting for a response.
So the hyena is lying.
His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Dot 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 da da da. Mission control. You need to the tree house. The tree house.
With that, the signal died for good.
Rollo has been caught and eaten by the hyena. What was he trying to say about the tree house? Go to the tree house? Stay away from the tree house? What's at the tree house? The antenna? He wants me to use the antenna in the tree house to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Completely forgotten that Gran does not want us to leave the house. Completely forgotten that Gran is still missing. But we're going to go sort the walkie-talkie out. To the treehouse then. To the trees!
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
It's Gran. Luca. So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. Don't tell me Gran's in on it. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse! Yay! We've got a charm. Hiram, you just want your wits about you. Or you just keep your wits about you. You're right. You can count on me. I don't know, he's a bit shaky, isn't he? Wobbly. Stitch him. I just wish we could have made the deal with Heiress Valentine. Her resources would still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. Shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in
The
agreement?
three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Gran, she knows. She knows. Gran knows. No, Gran doesn't know. Gran! Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Oh, hey, Luca. Yeah, quite. Gah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of an investigative reporter, time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organised and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yes, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out of the door. Call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Could be careful out there. Think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Have hooked up the walkie-talkie. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. Uh-oh. What happened out there? I don't trust Mr. Kerr. Dang it, Rollo, where are you? He's probably in Mr. Kerr's belly. Oh! Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. What weapons have you got, Luca? You'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Not surprised. Who are you? What? You don't recognise me? Guess I don't even recognise myself anymore. Oh, is this Iggy? I think this is Iggy.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Remember, Iggy got pushed into that green goo and started to age. Nope. It is Iggy. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy!
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're going to be my saviour. Perfect little Lucas saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. To be fair, Iggy, I think you're a bit of a knob. You're the town bully. So we could say this is karma. Are we allowed to say that? None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weep Wood. I only came in here tied. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca? Luca? Rollo! It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca. The treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Uh-oh. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards. That's, oh yes, the identical twins that we saw, whose names I can't remember. What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? They're gonna hear you, boys. Just saying. Don't panic. Stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh my god. There's more than two. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. There is no way you'd get me down there. This wouldn't happen. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you've got to get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. Bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them. And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to a 10. Nobody likes a creepy knob. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
MCDC?
The Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward.
See?
A warm smile on his face.
Don't trust him. Here he is. Creepy hyena. Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. This is the same dude that told Luca that Rollo was home. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. Thought we were buddies. I ain't buddies with you. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Her smile faltered.
Yes. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is going to give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
Let him have it, Luca. Shall we? Let him have it. Do it. What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. Look at his face. His face is all menacing now on the hyena. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. Told you. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You've got to decide how this ends. I'm gonna shove the MCDC up your
in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
Ooh, say hope fades
He
last.
wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight! Yes! Let him have it. Both bazookas.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Splat. What the hell is that? Hey! That was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
end this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
What was that thing they shot out of the
Bullets
cannon?
began to slowly advance on the treehouse. Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
No!
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
Well, and he had fight as the option.
Let's put a pin in this for now.